Hello Hungry fam, my name is Akansha and welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to test few Instagram hacks sent by you all and check if they are real or fake. Before starting the video, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at @hungerplants. Also click on the bell icon to get all the post notifications. Our first hack was the most requested one, and the first person to send it was Atharv D. I'm placing a big block of processed cheese on a pan which is on a low flame. Cover it with the lid and just wait till it melts completely and forms a flat circular base. The melting process took almost 45 minutes, which is a lot. There's a little smoke in the room and doesn't smell good at all. I'm applying pizza sauce all over the base. The pizza sauce recipe link is in the description box below. Do check it out. Now place few basil leaves. Cover it again and cook for more 5 minutes. Let's take it out of the pan. Comes out very easily, which is good. Looks amazing as well, and like any thin crust pizza you get in restaurants. Let's cut and taste it. It is very crispy. As you can see, it's burnt from the center and that's why there was smoke coming out. Obviously, इतने बड़े block of cheese को melt होने time लगेगा ही. Even though the gas was on a low flame, it is burnt from the center. So the taste I'm getting is just of the burnt tomato pizza sauce, and the texture of the cheese is also not good. It's sticking to my teeth, and I really wanted this to work because I didn't want to waste so much cheese. So I have to eat this burnt pizza, but do not try it at home. I feel maybe the quality of the cheese was really nice, but they didn't show the bottom of the base, so I don't know. But for me, this hack was busted. The next hack is suggested by Mayur Thakur, which looks very delicious. In a bowl, I'm adding 2 diced potatoes which are boiled in the cooker. To that, add 1 tablespoon chopped onion, 1 tablespoon green chilies, half teaspoon each of red chili powder, garam masala and salt. Mix it अच्छे से while mashing it together. Keep the filling aside. Now cut a slice of bread using a steel ki katori. Advait by mistake got brown bread. You can use any bread you like. Now on one round slice, I'm applying a nice layer of butter. And on the other slice, instead of ketchup, I'm applying Szechuan sauce. Place 1 tablespoon filling on one slice. Don't overfill the disc or else everything will come out while frying. Close it with the other slice and your round sandwiches are ready. Honestly, it will taste amazing as it is. But we are going to coat it with my ultimate favorite blue lace. First, dip the sandwich in flour slurry and coat it properly with the crushed lace. Now shallow fry the sandwich until they are golden brown from both the sides. They look absolutely bomb and so tempting. Let's taste it now. Wow, that crunch was amazing and the taste, oh my god, so good. Perfectly crispy from the outside and soft from the inside. The filling is just complementing the blue lace very well. Love this twist to a regular sandwich. It's very easy and the ingredients are also easily available. So definitely try this recipe, and it was a successful hack. The next hack is sent by Akshita Shrivastava. First, I'm going to cut the top stem part of a whole garlic. Then I'm placing 3 big sized cut garlic on a foil paper. Add 3 tablespoon olive oil over it and half teaspoon salt. Close the foil paper and bake it for 1.5 hours at 200 degrees Celsius. After removing from the oven, let it cool down for a bit. In a bowl, squeeze out all the goodness from these baked garlic. Weirdly, this squishing is very satisfying. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same. Also, it smells like heaven. I'm a huge garlic fan and I literally add garlic in everything. Now in a bowl, add 1 stick, that is approximately 60 grams of room temperature butter, 1 tablespoon chopped basil leaves, 1/4 teaspoon chili flakes, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. Mix it all together. Here I've cut 1 long bread loaf, that is called a baguette, in half. Spread the garlic butter we made all over the bread and give a thick layer. Bake it for 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Cut it into pieces and you can literally hear the crispiness. I can't wait anymore, so let's taste it. Just look at that thick layer of garlic butter. Wow, I am in heaven right now. Hands down, this is the best garlic bread I ever tasted. It has the perfect amount of butter, spices, salt, and the smoky garlic. Perfection. And of course, the crispiness just adds to it. Yes, it took almost 2 hours to make it. But you can make a big batch of this garlic butter and save it for later. This was a huge success. The next hack was sent by Prakriti Shetty. I'm cutting a big lemon from one side. Scoop out the inside of the lemon, which is a huge task. It took me 20 minutes to remove the pulp from 1 lemon. So 3 lemons took me almost an hour. It was also a very messy and very delicate process since you need the skin to be intact. Also, the lemon they had a very thick skin, but the ones I got is very thin, but it's fine, we'll work with that. Now in a stock pan, I'm adding 3 scooped out lemon, 1 cup sugar and 1 cup water. We have to boil it for 1 hour. I actually forgot to cover it with the lid, so I had to add water and sugar in between. So for me it took 2.5 hours for the skin to soften, which was totally my mistake. I don't know what's with the hack today, they are taking way too much time for me. Remove the lemons from the water and let it cool down. Till then, I'm going to whip half cup of whipping cream using a hand blender until there are soft peaks. They didn't mention it in the video, but I'm adding 2 tablespoon powdered sugar and half teaspoon vanilla because the whipped cream I'm using is bland and it has no sweetener. Now pipe out the cream inside the lemon like so. Place it upside down and let's cut it now. I must say the cut was very smooth. Since the colors are very bright, it looks amazing from the inside as well. The taste is decent, but it's not very zesty. I mean, it's not lemony at all. I'm just getting the taste of the cream and the lemon is completely bland. But the good thing is it's not bitter as I thought it will be. I wish I added the scooped lemon juice in the sugar syrup while boiling. Then I think it would turn out to be perfect because I know lemon and cream tastes heavenly together, but for me this hack didn't work that well, or again there can be quality issues here, but for me this hack was busted. I'm cutting 1 raw potato in slices like so. Then add it into a steel bowl and let it steam for 12 to 15 minutes. Then remove it and mash it using a pestle like I did for making rice cakes in the Red Food Challenge. Then add half teaspoon of salt and 1/4 cup of corn flour. Knead it into a dough. Take a small portion and shape it into a round ball. Again place it on a greased steamer and let it steam again for 10 to 15 minutes. Doesn't look like the video at all. It didn't turn transparent, though it is very squishy and super soft. Let's cut and see. The taste is basic like a boiled potato, nothing different. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I didn't understand this hack at all. Maybe the potato they used were different, that's why they got that transparent and bouncy ball kind of a thing. But for me, it's not working and it was busted. The next hack is sent by Miss Afna. First, I'm going to cut bread slices into small cubes. The cube should have been much smaller, but it's fine, we'll work with that. Now toast these bread cubes on a pan with adding any oil or butter until it changes the color. Remove the toasted bread and in the same pan add 90 grams of caster sugar and 30 grams water. Mix till you get these bubbles. Then add 30 grams butter and 90 grams milk and mix till a dark brown color. So the measurements are mentioned, which is great. First I thought it will be a caramel bread, but after seeing the recipe it's definitely butterscotch sauce. After you get this dark brown color, add the toasted bread cubes into it and give it a mix. Looks decent. I didn't get the transparent coat like their video, but let's taste it. The taste is very sweet. If you have a sweet tooth, I'm sure you will love it. It kind of tastes like I dipped the bread in condensed milk. The bread is nice and crunchy. It was okayish for me, but it works and it was a success. Try these fun hacks and let me know your feedback. The shout out goes to everyone who sent me today's video. If you want a shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and comment on this video telling me that you have. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more amazing videos.